I've got them different.
And then what, you're going to put it all together somewhere? That's one. Good idea, very good idea.
No worries, we have one.
I've told you.
1928. Jan.
Yeah, so all you basically need to know, you want three things happen before the history crash.
I know that.
But not in that detail, obviously, in the short. Get one that crash.
Then 1929. Jan.
As Chancellor, happens to face good problems, you've got to have the support of the West. General
Oh my God, look
persuaded Hindenburg to remove Pepper. In December, became Chancellor, but he failed to gain support of the Reichstag. Pepper's revenge. Pepper wanted revenge. The Nazis were still the largest party, so Pepper thought he could use them to get power for himself and remove Schleicher. Made a deal with Hitler. They agreed to the new government with Hitler as Chancellor and Pepper as Vice Chancellor. Wealthy businessmen went along with the plan because they believed that Pepper, not Hitler, controlled the Pepper persuaded Hitler to bloody plans. In January 1926,
Which ones do you know this? No, you should fill this one. I would just try and shorten this into maybe 2 sentences. Hitler was a strong leader, yeah. What else can you say? Hitler was a strong leader. Yeah.
Strong leader.
And what was he going to do? What was he going to do with Germany?
Fill them with sense of hope.
Yeah, perfect. Right, that's it. 1 sentence only. Short it down, very good. People will believe this.
Russell, we dropped in this morning to one of your history classes. History is always seen as a tough subject. Does it continue to be a tough subject?
Yes, it's a very academic subject, and the government's changed things recently where they've brought in the E-back, which obviously shows the value of humanities subjects. So there's a big push for history and geography as more of an academic subject from the government. And yes, it is more tough maybe than some other subjects, but I think it's very rewarding for students, and it's a very popular subject here. It's one of the highest 2 option groups in the whole school. So it shows, although it is more difficult perhaps in some subjects, the pupils obviously see the value in it, and they can see where it might take them to college in the future.
So why do you think it is popular?
I think the teaching is quite good. No, the teaching in the department is very good. We have 3 excellent teachers, and the students, they are enriched in different ways. For example, last week we took some Year 10s on a trip to London to see the Imperial War Museum, and we kind of bring history a bit more alive. We also have different trips to things like Poland, and we've got after-school activities. So it's more than just a classroom lesson as such.
A lot of employers say they like history graduates. We're taking a bit of a step from Year 9 to university because they have the ability to analyse, to think.
Yes.
And it's a skill set that can be used in a great variety of jobs.
Oh yes, definitely. It's not necessarily the content you need to learn, obviously, but it's more the skills, being able to analyse sources, being able to present to other people, being able to differentiate between the value of sources and what might be more useful and less useful in life.
What about history?
I like the interesting facts and learning different things about what happened to the world and stuff before now.
So this lesson here, what's this lesson about?
We're basically going over facts about the Great Depression and the Wall Street crash.
And Hitler?
We're learning about how he reigned from like when he went to prison to when he come out and everything like that.
So Hitler, good guy or bad guy?
I thought he was a bad guy because of all the people's lives he ruined.
And some people say, do you ever go to history? What's the point of learning history? Is that going to get you a job?
Yeah, it depends what you want to do. Like if you like knowing things, or if you want to be like a historian or an artist, people like that.
But is history often about asking questions all the time?
No, it's just about finding out things that you need to know, and it's like your past and stuff, what's happened.
In this particular lesson, is this a typical lesson? You all seem to be working in groups, you're working with computers. Is this a typical lesson?
Some lessons are fact-based, but some lessons we have like group lessons where we can all help each other and put in your own input.
Jade, why did you choose history?
Well, I chose history because I find it interesting. Since year 7 and 8, I found it something that I really like to go in. Whenever I go there, I feel happy and I'm keen to learn on it.
Is it all about facts?
No, it's not really fact-based. It's more about learning about the past and and like how modern day has changed since then. So it could be it's different, really. It's not really just facts and that.
So there's a lot of, would you say there's a lot of research involved, finding out?
Yeah, there's like, there's computer work, there's books, there's like, it's all about really just digging into the past and finding out what it's all about.
You're studying the Great Depression?
Yeah.
What was the Great Depression?
The Great Depression's all about how Germany loaned money from the USA, but as the USA started to crumble, the USA asked for their money back, so basically, Germany was in a state where they couldn't pay the money back, and they loads of things were suffering from it.
I'm going to ask you a tricky question now. You're talking about the Great Depression, but do you hear the word recession, depression in our world today?
Yeah, the word recession, we've come past it in a couple of years now, and yeah, I don't really know much about nowadays in the modern day and how recession has hit us that bad. But I know in Germany, many people were hit hard, lives were lost over it, and it was a really hard time to be in.
My degree's in history, and then I've gone on to journalism. Can you see the point, sort of where you have a job? Can you see which jobs something like learning history would relate to?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like law can also help with history. Like if you're in law, you can know about the past laws and how it's like today, and it can also help you because when you're discovering stuff, you learn to ask questions, you can be more bold, and yeah, it just helps with loads of jobs.
You think about going into law?
I think it's a possibility for my future. I'm not too sure yet because I still have a couple more years of my life to decide.